Hey, welcome back. So I didn't even mention that I'm gonna meet somebody on Sunday for a date. It's a date. Yay. Problem is I don't think I really like this person, but um I have topics, things to talk about it. The other thing I have to mention, in case I forget, because this is my last video, I'm going to a concert on Sunday in Buffalo for the midnight, which is pretty interesting. I've only ever been to one concert before. It was Owl City. It's like 2018, I think. I was still living with my parents. Was that 4 years ago? Wow. Yeah. It was before I was doing this, so yeah, it was 4 or 5 years ago. Good. Might have been 5. And obviously I haven't been since because of the pandemic or whatever. I don't know if I would have, whatever. But the date. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna do a live stream before I go. I think before I do a date, I wanted to try that and see if anybody shows up and gives me advice. So I'll do that on Sunday, maybe. That could be fun. If anybody comes and they're like, you gotta wear a sweater. I don't know. So, what are we gonna say about that? I'm worried because I think I'm leading her on. I am texting her a lot, and I'm like making a lot of jokes and I'm being funny, but I'm like, should I not be funny? Because like I don't want her to like me, because what if I don't like her? Then I'm like, I made her like me. That's a stupid thing to say. I know. I don't want her to be disappointed if I don't like her. I'll feel bad. And so I think, like, when you do start texting somebody, you should just meet them right away, because it is weird to text them for like 2 weeks before you meet. You gotta just meet them right away and be like, and then once you meet them, you can be like, yay or nay, right? Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that, like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like her, because what if I do and then, like, she sees this and she's like, you didn't like me? That's not gonna happen, but you didn't like me? I want a divorce. Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. So here's something. When I go on dates and reject them, I lose that pity, or that, like, that woe is me attitude that I sometimes have, where I'm like, oh, nobody likes me. Oh, nobody will even go on a date with me because I'm so ugly. It's kind of fun to act like that sometimes, and just to be like, oh, nobody likes me. But you can't do that, because, like, this girl was meeting you, she likes you, it was her idea to meet, like, so what are you complaining about? Like, if I start complaining, like, oh, I want to be in a relationship, you could say, like, well, that other girl, why don't you just date her if you want to be in a relationship so bad? Why are you complaining? You had somebody. I feel like I'm kind of lose permission to complain about my terrible relationship life if I reject somebody. I've never rejected anybody. that one girl I met, I texted her, and the therapist said it was okay to not text her back. I texted her after we met, and I was like, oh, thanks for, maybe we'll talk again later. Or I said something like that. And then the therapist was like, okay, you don't have to say anything else, that's fine. So, but she never texted me back, so like if she really liked me, she would have done that. But if she texted me back and was like, hey, I want to meet you again, I probably would have said no. And that would have been a rejection, and I'd never done that. And that would be hard to do. I asked the therapist, because they always make it seem so easy. It's like, oh, just tell her you don't want to meet again. Like, what? Okay, so here's the conversation. She texts me, hey, you want to meet again? And I just go, no, I don't. So that's what you're telling me, it's that easy? No, you don't do that. You have to, it's hard. The therapists always make it seem so easy. The last therapist did that. Oh, just text them and tell them how you feel. How I feel is no. I can't text them that. I have to be better about it. So how do I be better about it? I don't have any experience with this, so I don't know what to do. Okay, I think we're okay. If I do the same thing again. And then I do this. Oh, that was good. Because then I have to do this. And then I have to do that. Yeah. Is that why I don't want to... When I go on is that why I don't want to... I don't want to use them emotionally. Oh, that's what I told the therapist. And she really brushed me off. Which kind of surprised me. I'm like, I've been on 3 dates so far. So I've got the practice down. I feel like there are people who I could meet, but I know I wouldn't like. So isn't it unfair to meet those people? I'm using them for practice because I know I'm probably not gonna like them. And they're getting all their hopes up like, oh, this guy might like me and I'm gonna go get my hair done or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm just using you for practice, for emotional dating practice. And she's like, no, don't think about it that way. What? Really? Wait. There's only 5 levels? What do you mean install? Wow, they really cut back. And they took away Spooky Ball. This game isn't as nice as I thought it was. I guess I'll play a different game next week. Maybe. I don't know. Can I finish it today? What is this? Oh. What do you think? Anybody watching? Do you agree with me? Or do you agree with the therapist? I almost didn't meet this person, but we talked a little bit and she's like, hey, let's meet. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'll pay for lunch. She'll get a free lunch out of it. And, maybe, and I guess that's kind of what the therapist said. It's like, you're just meeting as friends. Like, just pretend it's a friend thing and, like, just try to enjoy that. And they can enjoy it too, in that way. So that's what I'm gonna do. But at a certain point, I'm like, how many people am I gonna meet? How many friends can I have? I've met 4 people now. They're all my friends. can't have that many friends. And I'm like mixing them up. I mean, this doesn't really happen because it's been spaced out. But sometimes I'm like, wait, did this girl say she likes plants, or was that the other girl? Did this girl go to college, or was that the other girl? That's stupid. Oh. I got a couple minutes. Well, here's the thing. I'm busy, man. For the concert, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on Reddit and I'm gonna be like, what's up? Is anybody else going to Buffalo? Because the Midnight has a Reddit and they're all excited about the tour. That's stressful to think about because I don't know, like the idea of going to a concert with somebody and like they're singing and like, do I have to sing? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Isn't it better to just be by yourself and enjoy the music? But I should try to push myself to meet people who have a shared interest, right? I really like the Midnight, so if I met people who liked it, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think I've ever met anybody, no, definitely not, whoever mentioned the Midnight. There's no way. So that would be cool, and I think I have to do that. Ooh, that was bad. So I think I'm gonna do that today, actually, tonight. I might do a Reddit post that's like, I'm going to the Midnight, who's going? Because it's on Sunday. Or maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I don't know. You guys know the Midnight, you know about the Midnight. I don't like, I'm on Spotify a lot, but it's hard for me to find a musician that I like. Because I'm doing like the weekly hits just for you. New music. And I'm like, I don't like this song. I feel like it does have to be very specific for me to like it. There are a lot of topics that people sing about that I'm like, I don't like this topic. I mean, you can sing about love and I can get into it. Like relationship stuff, kind of. Let's give it one more try. Should I do the boulder guy? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do the boulder. Okay. Can I hit that? Can I hit that? I guess that's it. Why did I want this? Oh, no reason for this shot. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Oh, stupid. I am not throwing away my shot. So, improv's going good. Dalton, you should do it. It would help you. I don't know what I'm going to do after this class is over, though. I have to figure that out. Like, I'm not going to pay $100 every month to do this. But I need to keep doing it. So, how do I do that? Are there clubs? Am I going to join a club as a 30-year-old? An improv club? I don't know. I guess. Are there even improv clubs? How does that work? I'm going for it. I don't know. This is hard. Rutgers lost yesterday. Did you watch the game? That was a tough one. They lost in double overtime to Notre Dame. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of my boys. They played well. Notre Dame was played well too. They were a good team. I'm sad that Rutgers didn't win though. But I'm happy for them because they had a good year. Good job, guys. They played well. They were a good team. Good teamwork. But they didn't. They lost right at the last second in double overtime. Okay, whatever. See you tomorrow. Watch my live stream on Sunday.